Hi everyone. I'm Emily Halstead. I'm a senior nursing student here, and I'm the president of our Student Nurses Association campus chapter, and I also started that whenever I was the same age as some of you as a sophomore. Good evening. Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg School of Nursing 2021 White Coat Ceremony. While the junior students have previously received their white coats, this is still an extremely and special and monumental day. We have been able to gather here today in person and online to witness these students' ceremonial entrance into the nursing profession. The White Coat Ceremony is the oldest and most well-known program of the Gold Foundation. The Arnold P. Gold Foundation established the White Coat Ceremony in 1993. The first ever White Coat Ceremony took place in 1993 at the Columbia University, the Galos College of Physicians and Surgeons. At that time, Dr. Arnold Gold was the professor of clinical neurology and professor of clinical pediatrics there. He noted that the existing practice of having students take the Hippocratic Oath at the end of their medical training occurred 4 years too late. The Gold Foundation instituted the White Coat Ceremony as a way to emphasize humanism in medicine at the very start of medical education. Support from the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation helped advance the White Coat Ceremony far beyond Columbia. In just a few years, the ceremony was adopted by nearly every medical school in North America. Today, 99% of U.S. medical schools accredited by the Association of American Medical Colleges hold a White Coat Ceremony. In 2014, recognizing the virtual role nurses play in the healthcare team, the Gold Foundation partnered with the American Association Colleges of Nursing to adopt a White Coat Ceremony just for nursing. More than 360 schools of nursing now participate, and the number continues to grow. Also in 2014, 60 nursing schools received grants to launch their first White Coat Ceremony. Each year since, 50 more nursing schools joined the program. Gold Foundation trustee Elaine Adler and her late husband, Michael Adler, founders of the Adler Aphasia Center, developed this groundbreaking program. Their generous support makes this initiative and annual expansion possible. This White Coat Ceremony is supported by a grant from the Arnold P. Gold Foundation and the American Association of Colleges of Nursing. Each of you will be receiving a pin from the Gold Foundation that bears the admonition, keeping healthcare human. Nursing has such a rich and extensive history that you're all now going to be a part of. Nurses are the most trustworthy, honest, and ethical profession. In fact, last year, 2020 was deemed the International Year of the Nurse in honor of the 200th anniversary of Florence Nightingale. Little did we know how prophetic the Year of the Nurse 2020 would be. Nurses are down in the trenches with their patients, surpassing care expectations each and every day. You all will be able to make a difference in our world with this awesome legacy. To the juniors, as your peer leader when you were freshmen, I'm so very proud of all of you. You've all come so far since that first day in freshman seminar. To the sophomores, while I do not know all of you, I'm also extremely proud of you too, and I hope to meet all of you before I graduate at the end of this year. I remember how I felt sitting where all of you are, and hope you're all filled with the excitement and passion I felt. I know for certain that all of you will be making limitless impacts on the nursing profession as I support you through it all, even when I'm not there. You should be as proud of yourselves as I am of you. Congratulations on this accomplishment and an exceptional day. And then next, I just wanted to introduce our keynote speaker. Her name is Dr. Dawn Klejka. She's a proud professional registered nurse of 25 years and is ANCC certified in nursing professional development. Dawn is a published scholarly journal author, a contributing editor for ANCC, ANPD, Manual 4th edition, acting elected board member and current chair of the Southwestern Pennsylvania Organization of Nurse Leaders Education Committee. Dr. Klejka spent 13 years as a proud med-surg nurse and critical care bedside nurse, during transitions to a clinical education specialist role for 9 years, and then the regional director. Dawn received the Thomas P. Gessner MD Healthcare Scholarship and served as an advisory board member for the Duquesne University's MSN Leadership and Professional Advancement Program. So, this is Dawn.
Thank you, Emily. So, like Emily said, thank you so much for having me, and good evening. And I'm going to take my mask off because I want you to hear me. Good evening and congratulations on choosing the nursing profession as your career. I am deeply honored to be here tonight to join your family, parents, grandparents, siblings, friends, and significant others who care greatly for you and wish for your success, and likely provided you encouragement along your academic journey, providing you with that little nudge you needed to hear, words of positivity to hang in there, answering that text or late night phone call, encouraging you to stay the course. It will be worth it, I promise. Constantly sending out good vibes, wishing you the best, most times through emojis, symbols like thumbs up, you did a great job, a grinning face and heart, 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 folded hands, and also faced with tears of joy when they hear the great news that you did it. Tonight we celebrate your white coat ceremony, a closing of one door and an opening of another has finally arrived. An incredible celebration and a proud moment for you and for your loved ones too. Becoming a nurse is the most rewarding profession there is. Fact. Nurses are voted #1 most ethical and honest profession for 14 years in a row, according to the most 2020 Gallup poll. As a nurse leader, I am extremely proud of my fellow nurse colleagues as we are tested in every way imaginable during the 2020 pandemic. Nurses are proactive leaders from the bedside to the boardroom. So lean in and collaborate with the interdisciplinary healthcare teams to strategize and innovate and develop tactics to improve patient care, drive positive outcomes, and elevate the quality of care and safety for your patients. This nursing class will enter a healthcare environment that has never been more welcoming to our new nurses. Leveraging technology to educate and facilitate a robust evidence-based transition to practice program that is individualized to the new nurse specific learning needs, offering a preceptor-guided orientation and the favorite, wait for it, flexible scheduling. Not to mention the attractive monetary incentives that are available today, which I have never seen in my entire career. You are indeed wanted and needed in healthcare. Nurses are revered like never before. The world watched nurses working in all areas of healthcare, caring for the sick patients at our front door, the emergency department, all the way to the ICUs and everything in between. They watched in great detail us caring for the patients. Nurses heading into work at all hours. When the world was directed to stay at home, nurses always protected their patients and communities, exhibiting their resilience, selflessness, and compassion in times of great need and uncertainty. Florence Nightingale, the Lady of the Lamp, quoted, "How very little can be done under the spirit of fear." And I stand here today to share that nurses are soaring above all fears. Nurses are believing and embracing in the science, promoting vaccinations to prevent illness, taking action and developing innovative methodologies with the care teams to best treat patients and improve outcomes. Nurses have demonstrated that they are strong, they are smart, fearless, and resilient. Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing, born 200 years ago, is our guardian angel for nurses worldwide. Education is a gift we give ourselves. Lifelong education is never wrong and will catapult you forward in life and your career. The nursing education you invested in at the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg is an excellent one. The work and skill that was invested will prepare you to be the best that you can be. That is what the Pitt nursing faculty have done for you. I chose nursing 25 years ago, and nursing has offered me many opportunities, way beyond what I ever thought was possible. When I was a student nurse, I was strategizing on what I needed to study to get the grade I needed on the next big exam to maintain my GPA and stay in the program. I was also planning to fit in a party or two. After all, nurses are social beings. As I prepared for tonight, my goal was to deliver an inspiring, heartfelt message that would make you feel excited and anticipate the beginning of your nursing career. I would like to share a few lessons learned with you. Embrace lifelong learning. It is essential. Never stop learning because life never stops teaching. And your only limit is your mind, and the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Ask a lot of questions. The experienced nurses will worry if you do not ask, so speak up. If you see something, say something. You know a lot, and the experienced nurses learn tons from you too. Grow your resilience. Believe in yourself. Laugh at yourself once in a while. In the words of Winnie the Pooh, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Very wise bear. Be forgiving to others. They are doing the best they can. Be understanding. We are all human after all. And be flexible. Gumby like flexible. Immerse yourself in the power of compassion. Compassion is defined as the emotional response to another's pain or suffering, involving an authentic desire to help. Compassion is different from empathy. Empathy is a feeling and an understanding component, like detecting and mirroring another's emotions and experiencing their feelings. Compassion involves taking action. Feeling empathy is a necessary precursor to motivate acts of compassion. So the terms are related, yet they are also distinct. Compassion, or lack of compassion, can have a powerful effect on human beings. Not just the receiver of compassion, but the giver too. Science is showing that compassion is a game changer. Through overwhelming scientific evidence on the effects of compassion and patient outcomes, patient safety, provider well-being, employee engagement, organizational performance. Once you read the data, you will be transformed. So there is a book that I want you all to look for. It's called Compassionomics, the revolutionary scientific evidence that caring does make a difference. Stay positive. It's easy to succumb to the complainer mentality. Rather, choose to think positive, work hard, and make it happen every day. Bring your best self to work because you are on stage. Maintain a positive mindset. Find opportunity in everything you engage in. And keep that spirit of inquiry you have mastered as a student nurse. Never stop asking the why. Where I work, new ideas cultivate evidence-based nursing changes, which cultivate and drive life-changing medicine. Be respectful, humble, and kind always. Your attitude determines your direction and is a core value to live by. Be respectful with each other and every patient and family interaction. In the words of Maya Angelou, I quote, "I have learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." This gem cannot be stressed enough. Always be kind to your fellow nurse colleagues and to all those placed in your care. Teamwork makes the dream work. It takes a team to meet the needs of the patient. Team stands for together, everyone achieves more. Aim for success. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. Be consistent, and nothing will be out of your reach. As a nurse, you will have the honor and privilege to care for human beings during their most fearful and anxious moments in their lives. Through chronic pain and suffering, acute illness, surgeries, procedures, entering into the world, and transitioning out of the world. As a Pitt graduate nurse, it is your training that will prepare you to create an exceptional patient experience and ease their fears. In closing, not all heroes wear capes like Superwoman or Batman. Please join me in a round of applause to our future nurse heroes. Thank you so much for having me.
Hi guys. My name is Gina Skinner. I am a new full-time nursing faculty member here at Pitt-Greensburg, and I am very excited to read the names of the students coming up here tonight for their white coat ceremony. If you guys want to start lining up for me in order. Yep, go ahead. We're going to start with our junior class tonight. Juliana Bedoya. Veronica Brayman. Vincent Byrne. Ashley Cunningham. Gianna DeLuca. Garrett Dawns. Nicole Duncan. Madison Eversole. Jamie Fossick. Madison Knepp. Madison Lehue. Madeline Lawrence. Ashley Lucas. Ansley McCracken. Katie Morelli. Madison Musser. Elizabeth Penrose. Grace Raba. Gina Romano. Sam Schultes. Carson Schwenninger. Heather Seeger. Hannah Usman. Okay, sophomores, you can go ahead and line up there for me. Alexandria Abdallah. Faith Allen. Alexis Birkland.
Sorry folks, I didn't realize they were all buttons. These are some questions.
Natalie Sinkar. Carmen DeGregory. Emily Donitson. Maximilian Dunner. Grace Fallon. Darren Farkas, Jr. Carissa Findora. Madison George. Emily Gonzalez. Courtney Guzik. Allison King. Rebecca Kubler. Hannah Lafferty. Sarah Luffy. Emma Matei. Sydney McCulley. Marcus Mullen, Jr. Jaden Myers. Emily Novak. Alyssa Pent. Douglas Prentice. Grace Radomski. Michaela Stahl. Ashley Stefanik. Kaylin Stoughton. Emily Wallace. Anna Wicks. Lauren Wiersba. It was a very proud moment seeing my sophomore class that I'm teaching get their jackets tonight. Just so you guys know, I was getting a little choked up here. And some of my juniors that I had last year too.
I'm going to cheat too and take off my mask. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to this white coat ceremony. It's really a ceremony that's sort of a rite of passage where you go from surviving your first year of anatomy and physiology and chemistry, and you get to go into the clinical setting for the sophomores. The juniors, unfortunately, last year didn't have the opportunity to have a white coat ceremony in person. So they sort of did something in the skills lab and they got their white coats, but I held on to those pins that they all received or that I got from the foundation for over a year, because I knew it was one day we would be able to meet again in person. I feel a little choked up myself because it's been a long journey, but I'm really happy to be here, and I just want to let you know that these ladies and gentlemen will be excellent nurses when they graduate. And during the time, I've never heard a bad thing said about them. Students, I think it's about time that you take your oath. So I'd like you to all stand. And we'll do this together. This is the student oath. Are you ready? Okay, let's begin. As a nursing student dedicated to providing the highest quality care and services, I solemnly pledge that I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns. Act as a compassionate and trustworthy manner in all aspects of my care. Apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for my patients. Exercise sound professional judgment while abiding to legal and ethical requirements. Accept the lifelong obligation to improve my professional knowledge and competence. Promote, advocate for, and strive to protect the health, safety, and the right of the patients. With this pledge, I accept the duties and the responsibilities that embody the nursing profession. I take this oath voluntarily with a full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted to the public. Thank you. Parents, I want you to take a look at those lab coats because Jane, our administrative assistant, and I steamed every one of them, so you'll probably never see them in that condition again. So take a good look at them. We're going to have a little reception afterwards, and I just want to tell the students that I'm really proud of you. It's been a rough year, and I still think we have some challenges in our future. But if we work together and we always keep the patient in the center of our minds and do what we can do best for our patients, I think that we will make everyone in this room proud. I also wanted to congratulate the Pitt Nursing Program being ranked number 7th in the country by the U.S. World and News Report, something in which I helped to build, and same with my colleagues. I think that's something to clap for. Now, all we have to do is get you to finish school and pass boards, and you'll be fine. And I guarantee you'll have a job. I have people like every day begging me, oh, can you give me a student? Oh, send a student to me. So I know that you'll find a job and you'll be happy. And when you get bored with what you're doing in one kind of nursing, there's always something else that you can do. You just never know you'll never know where your life will take you. And lastly, I had someone ask me, what is the purpose of the lab coat? And the lab coat is to be worn over your uniform when you go to the hospital to pick up a patient, or whether you're running out and going to lunch or whatever. And it's just something to be proud of. You have the Pitt logo emblem on there, and it will remind you that you're a Pitt nurse, and I'm proud of each and every one of you. Congratulations. Yeah. Okay, so we would like to get parents and family members. We would like to get some pictures, if you don't mind, of the group. And should we have them go out and...
The students would go outside with me, we can take them out.
Oh, that's great. So you want to go ahead?
And then you'll come right back in.
And you can go into, do we want to be here or outside?
Go outside and they can pass away.
Got it. Okay, go ahead. I get some new pictures in my office. I'm excited. Thank you for your attention and for coming. I would like to also thank our guest, Dawn. She is the Director of Education for the University of UPMC for McKeesport and East, and my faculty, and Emily, our senior that came.